Hello there guys, this is Killrob speaking. Today I'm going to show you the third tutorial mission of the upcoming demo release of Automation. Alright, so let's get started. The third tutorial mission is Drive, Don't Drink, and is all about building an economical engine. And what we have sitting here is everything but, because as you spot over there, this round thingy on top, that's the air intake for a carburetor system, and well, those suck, and they suck fuel as well. So we are going to modify this engine such that it fulfills the following requirement: 385.0 grams per kilowatt hour, and that's fuel. Right, so let's see what we can do about that. As usual, we go through the different tabs and see what we can change. On the first tab we have but one option, which is the pistons. And you might wonder, well, what have pistons to do with economy, or fuel economy? Well, there is one special kind of piston which we have in this list, and this is the low friction cast piston. It has a low maximum RPM limit, but it has, as the name would suggest, a low friction, which saves energy and thus improves the economy of the engine. So we will just go for that, I assume, and we have to keep in mind that we should not rev too much, as this is set to low. Right, so compression is our second option, and a higher compression will give you the possibility to extract more energy from the same amount of fuel. If you have a very high compression, the gas will be allowed to expand much more than with a low compression setting. So we want to be able to go as high as possible there, but we'll come back to that probably later. We'll see what it does first. Then we have the almighty cam profile again. As we have said previously, this is one of the most important aspects of every engine. So right now it's set to sport, and you know at least one thing about sports cars, and that is that they use a lot of fuel. So guess why? Yeah, well, cam profile is one of those things. So we will adjust that to some more normal rating. Let's choose 35, for example. And as you can see here as well, lower cam profile, average increase in MTTF, and a small improvement in economy, and that's what we are aiming for. Now we get to the most important tab of this scenario, the fuel system tab. And there are good news. We are actually going to have an upgrade of fuel. Right now we are at RON 91, and we are going to upgrade to RON 95. So now that this is done, we can take a look at the economy thing again, and we spot here the carburetor. And using a two-barrel carburetor, a two-barrel single carburetor, is not that appropriate for an economical engine in year 2000. There are other options called injection systems. Mechanical injection is also some kind of old thing, and it's basically, it works with magic. Yes, that's all I have to say about it. It works with magic. No idea how they ever could come up with this thing. Okay, but single point injection, fuel injection system. This is already much more economical, but we have no kind of cost restraint for this scenario. So why not go for the most expensive part there is, the multi-point fuel injection system. And there are two options for this. Either we choose the single throttle version, or we choose the multiple throttle version. So throttle per cylinder. Every cylinder has its own fuel throttle. Right, so this is pretty expensive and costs many man hours and is heavy and so on, but we don't care because we don't have those limitations for this scenario. Excellent, so let's move on. We just chose the best part. The fuel mixture setting is very important as well, of course. If you pour liters upon liters into the engine, it just goes nom 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 and the fuel is gone. And this doesn't make the engine very economical. You have to feed it in small increments. So if we go for a low fuel mixture setting, and we are going for higher fuel quality, right? So we can up ignition timing a bit. And here the ignition timing is important as well, because as I've told you before, this is still a bug, just a copy of that slider. Efficiency should also be up there. And a higher run requirement would be down here. Would be up here, and lower run requirement down here. So, more efficiency, yes, we want that. More efficiency gives you better economy. Then we have to remember, oh, okay, we had those low friction pistons, right? And they don't like revving too much. So we just put it at, say, 5,500 RPM, the limiter. Sounds reasonable. On the exhaust tab, we have no options whatsoever. So I would say we just go ahead and try out the engine. It's looking pretty good. Hey! Okay, sorry guys, and that was gold rank already. Right, so basically we've built a very good engine for this scenario, and let me tell you why that is. If we take a look at the specifications, you see that we are supposed to make 55 kilowatts of power and try to invest everything else into making the engine more economical and have less emissions. And this is basically what we did. We are currently running at 56.8 kilowatts of power, and we have done everything else to just optimize fuel consumption. And yeah, well, that basically does it for this scenario. Oh, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you tomorrow, I guess. So, have a good one. Bye!